Welcome back, everybody, to the Urban Decay Podcast.
Yeah.
Here we are. That over there was Shane. We got Ryan over here.
Are you scatting?
And here's Brandon WD-40 Hardy.
WD-40? Those are all my initials.
I didn't know that was your middle name.
Okay. And this here, speaking into your ears currently, is Jonathan. That is my name. Also go by John. And we have Lil Wayne. What's his name? Lil Bow Wow? I don't know.
Lil Bow Wow was the one that was in Fast and Furious, so that's the best one.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
He was in the new one, too.
Do you know what we're doing here today, folks?
Are we racing cars? I hope so.
Are not.
You better race cars out of downtown.
Yeah, we're going to yeet our cars straight into the galaxy sphere. We are playing the Urban Decay Podcast, episode 23.
Oh, we did it together that time.
Sort of. I mean, we were there-ish. Last episode, I'll do the recap because it was what happened?
What even happened?
I guess what happened
Just killed
Why did that take an hour?
Dripsy Boy.
We destroyed
Dripsy Boy?
Dripsy Boy. We destroyed Dripsy Boy, dried him up, and then
That was the previous episode.
we had just killed him.
That was
last
where
episode.
we started.
Well, John went and met Sebulba.
I met Sebulba in the cage.
Room of Horrors.
Yes, if you don't know who that is, it's from Star Wars Phantom Menace episode 1.
That's the first time I've seen Ryan flabbergasted by a Star Wars reference.
Star Wars.
Who's he again?
Sebulba.
Oh, I know. Okay, got it.
Yeah, did that help?
Wait, is he the one
That
that's
sounded
like...
more like, what's his name?
Not Watto. No.
No, that's Watto? Who's
Sebulba's the
He's the
pod
other
racer.
pod
racer.
racer.
He
He
drags with
goes
his
up
feet.
against, but he cheats.
Got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
And he goes,
we got it.
or whatever.
Yeah.
He's good. Anyways,
To be fair, I've avoided watching those movies for years.
well, maybe it's time for a rewatch.
Seriously, if you didn't understand the reference.
I thought we were.
You call yourself a nerd.
I thought I was joined by fellow nerds, but apparently here we are.
I got fired.
You got fired. We talked a little bit. Ryan did a bunch of work on the bomb. Discovered a lot of little gas canisters and little mechanisms.
Science.
Tried to drill a little bit. Realized that's probably not a good idea. Bill Nye was there for a brief moment, I think. And then...
With Lil Wayne.
Oh, then Jimmy was like, we got a piece. So he pieced. And then we were like, okay, fine. We're going to go too. So we ran out. Oh, but then also we heard a scream from upstairs. And it turns out Jimmy got killed by a drop bear. You guys know what drop bears are?
I don't.
Australians, they always say, like, don't visit Australia. There's drop bears
koalas?
there. And there's these mythical things that Australians pretend are real to, like, joke around with everybody.
Nice.
They're like these bears that drop on you. And I assume that's what happened to this zombie. We call him Niblet. He fell probably on the ceiling from the ceiling and just
It was
landed
also
on him.
Niblet and Sebulba are one and the same there.
They're the same person. But anyways, he was killed by a zombie like right away, and so we ran out and fought it, and Shane kicked it in the head as it attempted to chase after me and get me. So,
Kicked its head off like a golf ball.
and I don't need to say that he died because Shane kicked it in the head. That should be sufficient because he has
He has superhuman strength.
just a large amount of strength.
Yeah, we're not sure why.
They call him Huge Jackman.
No one
Huge
calls
jacked man.
And here we are. Welcome. So now what? Well, now what,
You
guys?
gonna play or something?
Let's flash back to our boy Ryan.
A boy?
In the basement.
I would love that.
What Star Wars screen wipe do we get?
The fade left to right.
Fade left, right, classic.
Basic but classic, yeah.
One of Lucas's charmed wipes.
He has his best wife.
He's got a lot of great wipes.
Lucas is a master wiper.
Okay, Ryan. You're in the basement. You've got a bomb. You've got all kinds of panels and things that you've taken off, scattered around you. You had been focused on drilling out some of the piping to reduce the amount of gas that's going to get released in the main chambers.
Yeah.
Or the main chamber of the bomb.
Yeah.
It's occurred to you
That's a bad idea.
that it's not a bad idea. It just might not be the most
It's a good idea.
effective use of the last 12 minutes of your life.
Hey, you watch it.
So the...
Foreshadowing there a little much.
He thinks he's gonna kill me. You just wait.
I'm not trying to kill anybody.
I will live.
That's not even foreshadowing. That's just straight up shadowing at that
Okay,
point.
so you found some mechanisms that connect, like the release system,
Right.
That you thought maybe it would be helpful to interfere with, but you haven't thought of a sufficient way to do that because your soldering iron doesn't have a long enough cord to reach like up the
If
stairs.
that's what kills us,
I-
I'm gonna lose it.
I am a fool for not buying a battery-powered soldering iron.
I mean, that
Or
heck of a
extension
battery.
cord.
they do exist.
They do, yeah.
I googled it 10 minutes ago.
While you were in the bathroom, probably.
I also Googled, because I do have metalworking tools, so I was like,
Yeah.
is there a way I could get a welding torch down here? The answer is no.
Well, and like welding torches around bombs is a,
But I do have...
especially around pressurized gas.
Yeah,
what do you got?
I do have one of those...
A hacksaw.
Wheel metal
An
grinder.
angle grinder?
Yeah.
Great.
Terrifying.
Love it.
An angle grinder in your backpack? You been carrying that thing around something? The heck?
I, at this point...
It's a little handheld one, not like the big,
Oh, okay.
you know.
So I have two thoughts here.
Let's
Love
hear
it.
it. Both
Tell
of
us
them.
both,
Can you
yeah.
tell us the first one first and then the second one
Yeah,
after
the
that?
first one is I can see gears a turning. I can see things moving.
Yes, you can.
Like in your mind, are you talking about?
No, like literally
Oh,
in this bomb.
Moving,
And my
shaking.
question is,
Dancing it up.
if I were to stop these gears from a turning,
Yep.
is that going to set off the bomb?
Roll mechanics.
Every time you roll, I get
Mechanics!
worried.
Mechanics.
As in mechanical
Not that
engineer?
because I can survive a bomb
Yep.
blast, but you know.
Yeah, that's the one.
But I can't, though, and, you know.
Guys,
I
you
probably
need to
can't
tell
do
me
it.
that you believe in me.
Oh,
I
we
need it
believe
more
in
than
you.
I believe in you.
Dude, we
I
believe
need
in
it
you so
more
much.
than ever.
The problem is I don't believe in the dice.
Guys,
Why did you do that, John?
96.
I blame you for that.
Yeah,
Said
that
believe in
seems.
me. I believed in him.
Can't think of any reason why that wouldn't work. Yeah, because it's just a mechanical system, right? So
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
stick in the spokes, wheels stop turning.
I mean,
We're dead.
that part, I believe that the wheels would stop a turn.
Yeah, because he's stopping them.
Yeah.
I also believe that.
But my thought is, can I get any sense, like, typically when gears are turning, things are moving,
Yeah.
like
I also agree
like
with
a
that.
watch, you know, or
Yeah.
like something's lifting, or I didn't get any sense of anything like moving, a shifting,
Shaking.
Doing a little
Shaking.
a little
Like what do you mean?
Shimmy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what your
Twerking.
question is.
as in like,
What are the gears
Things
turning?
are
He's
moving.
asking, what are the
as
gears
in
turning?
it
Oh,
right, like, if you were to ask me right now,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make sense to me that if it just stopped moving, it would be like,
Mhm.
unleash this thing, like release this thing and open it and blow up. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. It does make sense that like something would have to fully open to like, or like fully move.
yeah.
or
So
whatever.
so I guess the
Yeah.
part of the timer that's or we're calling it a timer because that's what
Sure.
you've successfully identified it as. The part of the timer that you're looking at, it's connected to the mechanism that connects the four pipes. Right.
Got it.
So it's like a separate component of the machine that is dialed into another mechanism. So presumably when like one of the cogs reaches a certain point. So like if it were a watch, if it reaches 9:30,
7 o'clock or-
then
yeah.
that's when whatever happens with this.
Got it.
Yeah.
Second question for
Yes.
Here's the second one, everyone.
you. So I can obviously see from the timer that it's going to this pressurized chamber.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Like a dog
Can I
and all that
see it
information.
going anywhere else?
Yes.
Where to, my friend?
Down into the main chamber of the bomb.
Like right into the main chamber. Nothing else.
Getting right in there.
Getting right in that bomb.
Can I? What does this mechanism look like? Is it just like tube, or is it like?
Yes,
Maybe a
it's a tube in the sense that it's in whatever the mechanism is encased in something. So you can't actually see that part of the mechanism, but you can see like an off-shooting piece.
What is this tube made of?
It's just copper.
Can I drill into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like on the inside.
Okay.
Or maybe like
Maybe it's copper on the
I just want to try and like cut so I can see the mechanism.
Get like a little cross section.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's roll your bomb defusal one. Demolitions.
We're switching
Disposal.
dice. Switching dice.
That'll work.
It always works. It's not gonna work.
You have to be a purist.
Ryan, I believe in you. You can wait. Oh!
Zero.
zero.
What does that mean? Is that
100.
100 or a
Is
zero?
that good or bad?
No,
We all,
that's-
this is the
I
trick
never
question.
remember.
No, because 99 was bad. Remember?
We don't remember.
No, we know 99 was bad. That's
We've
the
been
worst.
playing consistently.
No.
I remember we had this argument.
We had this discussion previously.
Yeah.
John came back between episodes and said, in most games that uses D100,
This would be 100.
this would be a 100, not
Correct.
a 00.
I did.
In order to maintain consistency with what we've done in the past,
This will be.
this is a pass.
the perfect roll.
This is the perfect roll.
I am.
99 was the lowest.
Okay,
The highest.
so The great news is,
Scary or not
ding,
scary?
skill. Because the degree of variance that you have when you're sawing away this little cross section of the pipe, copper is quite a bit softer than steel, obviously. So
100%.
this doesn't take forever. It takes a minute, but you get it cut away and you see that it's like a threaded rod that's turning. So it's like a, I can't remember what that's called. It's a
like a
specific type
corkscrew.
of gear.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember the name for it.
I know what
Called
you're
a
talking about.
shaman.
It's just like it looks like a screw.
Shamrock.
Yeah, it looks like a screw,
Shawarma.
and it's turning
Is it a
in
shawarma?
synchronization with other components of the timer.
So the threads, the way they're turning, is it going up or is it going down?
It's going up.
It's going up. Cool. Mm-hmm. It's going up. It's going up?
That's towards
It's
the
going
ceiling.
up.
Well,
Make another bomb defusal.
what's this made of, by the way?
That rod is made of steel.
Cool beans.
I mean, steel. That's what I meant to say. Steel.
Roll up.
20.
It's
Natural.
obvious to you that the rod is synchronizing two separate timers, and that if that rod were interfered with, that pulled those timers out of sync, it would probably have catastrophic results.
What? Okay, that's not what I thought this
So there are
feels
multiple
boom.
mechanical timers in the machine. Is what this is indicating to you, and that this metal spoke of a weird spiral cog is responsible for like maintaining the synchronization or like whatever that is.
Not what I thought this did.
No,
I was 100% going to get through that.
it's a good thing you succeeded that roll.
You're pretty good at surgery. Could you work on Shane? Or, I mean, on William, maybe?
Make a perception check.
I hate this.
What are you talking about?
Natural 20.
Oh, he did it. He
You
done
wanted
did
to
it.
roll
Okay.
low
Oh, he
that
crit.
time.
You are running out of time.
Oh, I am well aware.
That's where you're at here. You've got a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Let's jump to Shane and
5
John.
That's what I get with 20.
Well, so you
That
know,
was to perceive how
he was
much
making
That's all
assessments. He was fiddling the
all
machines. He was cutting
good.
through.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no.
all good.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about us, because we're
Shane and John.
Okay.
We're rewinding in time a little bit. You rush out the front door
Okay.
after having killed the legless zombie.
Look at that.
Legolas.
He's
It's
had a
all
lot.
by
He's had a lot of names.
Like that.
Niblets.
Vulva, nibs, niblets, yeah, etc.,
He's a
etc.
man of many names.
Not a minute.
It's a zombie. It made
Honestly,
it,
the
so
nibs
fair
thing was excellent.
Nibs.
It was a very tense moment, and I didn't need to do that tangent, but I had to at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's what you
Okay, we run. Let's find a car. We also briefly mourn whatever his name was. I guess I got pretty brief actually at that point.
Is that what you say?
That was
Let's
brief.
all take a moment for
What's
that
his
guy.
name?
Come on. I know his name.
Evie? What was his name?
James? Dang it.
Jimothy.
Jimmy, Jim,
Santiago?
John, Jimmy, Jim, John, Jim.
Yes.
All right. What do we see out there?
You see your Humvee. You see a tank. You see. There's not a lot of zombie activity, but you can see some in the streets, probably attracted to the area by all the shooting and sounds that have been happening at City Hall. But they're all shamblers. They don't seem like they're running at you. So you have a second to think about what to do next.
Is this goodbye?
Only for another 10 minutes.
For another 10 minutes. It's easy.
You're what?
We'll see you in 10 minutes.
See you in 10.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go back down once I can make sure they're safely in the car.
Hop in the Humvee with Evie. And Charlie.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Shane, your leg hurts.
Okay.
Perfect.
Roll a d20.
Don't do it. You don't have to roll this.
Shane Nat 20.
12.
Wrong number.
Okay, you black out. Just for a second. But this one's weird because it's... you know, like when you're in a dream and you don't feel like you're necessarily in control of your body? So... your vision kind of changes, but you're not totally blacked out. You do black out for a quick second, but it comes back and you're just like, everything is like foggy, for lack of a better word. Kind of looking like you're staring through a film. And you sort of watch in a strange sort of paranoid horror as your own body lurches forward towards the vehicle that John and Evie are getting in. It only lasts a second. By the end of the lunge, fog's lifted, everything's normal, you're fine. Evie whirls. Shane, are you okay?
Yeah. Yes?
What was that?
I don't know. I just lost control for a second.
Just drive.
Charlie barks
Just drive.
at you.
Me?
Oh no!
Drive.
No!
Go, leave.
Go. Get in. You gotta get out of here. I don't know what's happening to me.
Ah!
I can't be around anybody right now.
No, you can't. Don't even. What about Ryan?
Just
We get in the
leave.
car. We get in the car.
Okay, roll a 20.
Okay, are they in?
They're in the car.
4.
Okay, John, where are we going?
Out, away. We're going away.
What
Probably.
are you in? You're in the Humvee?
I guess we're in the Humvee. Yeah, it's faster than a tank.
Okay, you're in the Humvee and you start driving to the
I
east. You're
guess.
going down like McLeod.
I can't
McLeod.
picture where we
Is that
are.
right?
You wanted to go south, right?
Yeah, south. So
Probably
you're
south, yeah.
you're at City Hall. So
Yeah.
like the C train's right to your north. You've got
Yeah,
like
I want to go
like
east
a
to
block east of
probably try to get to.
Yeah.
McLeod Trail. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll
'Kay.
take that if we can. I don't know how busy it would be over there, but
Okay, as you pull away,
Traffic's a
you
nightmare.
hear a thump.
oh no,
Shane.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Like you're watching it happen
No.
and you can't physically
Sorry, you have to do it.
interfere with what's happening, but you're fully conscious of and aware. Like you feel all the feelings that are happening. So like when you lurch forward and leap onto the top of the Humvee, you feel landing on the Humvee and you feel the metal in your hands as you tear open the roof.
Oh.
And like you can feel all of that, but you can't. You
Stop
can't
this.
interfere with it. You can't stop it from happening. You're just watching it happen. It's like you have VR goggles on and you're watching somebody else's movement, but you recognize your hands and your legs and your wounds and your arms ripping over the ceiling of the Humvee. You also recognize Evie's screaming face inside the back of the Humvee, staring up at you, panicked and confused, and Charlie's barking and she's screaming. John, you're in the front seat driving. What does anybody want to do here?
I hate my life right now. We have to do it. Frick. I say Evie, it's time. Shane, I love you, man. And I start trying to fire Maggie.
While you're driving?
This is the relic.
Evie points her gun
Whoa.
up through the roof of the
Scary looking.
of the Humvee, and she's pointing at you, Shane. She's calling your name, Shane. Shane, are you still there? Shane, don't do this.
What can I do?
Roll a d20.
Frick.
Nat 20.
Come on. 8.
Okay, you can speak, but you're still watching your arms ripping a bigger hole in the top of the Humvee.
Evie, do it now. Now.
I can't.
Do it.
No, Shane, I can't. John, I can't.
Fire! I fire mine.
Okay, roll to strike.
It's pretty good. 14. Oh no, I don't think
That's not a hit.
Is that not?
No.
It? All right.
Evie's still in the back seat. She's pointing it at you. She's got her finger on the trigger, but you can see it. She can't pull that trigger. She can't do it, and she's just freaking out. I can't. Shane, don't do this. Shane. You got one more chance.
Oh, frick. Okay.
Nat 20.
This one. This is a good one.
Shane, this is your moment.
You guys believe in me?
Yeah, 100%. More than ever.
I don't know about this,
You
guys.
can't kill Evie. You're not gonna.
8.
No.
8 again.
The hole in the top of the Humvee is big enough for you to jump down in, and you just watch, paralyzed in fear, as your body jumps down into the back seat of the Humvee, and Evie presses the gun up against your head. Everything goes black. Ryan.
Guys. What was my last thing I did? I rolled a nat 20, and I knew that I had 5 minutes. I also knew that there was the thing keeping 2 timers in check, and if it was interrupted, it would be catastrophic. That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Whew. I'm fine.
Remind me. You had said the threaded screw. If it was interrupted, the 2 timers. If they became out of sync on either side, that's what would stop it.
Yeah,
that's what would be bad.
Exactly.
If it stopped and both things stopped at the same time, would that be catastrophic?
That's not clear to you. Probably not. If some way you could interfere with both timers at the same time, they would stay in sync. So that seems like that would probably be okay.
And would that stop the mechanism? Do you know what I mean?
As far as you know, yes.
If I'm trying to think of ways to do this. I would probably have like a good old like vice grip type thing. Could I maybe just like clamp it shut on it so it doesn't move?
On the
threaded thing?
No. Well, yes, you could do that. Would that be good? No. So from your previous rules, you know that interfering with that by itself is...
Got it. Interfering with just that bad. Yeah, got it. Sorry, I thought that would stop both sides.
No.
Okay. Is there any way I can follow it down? Or is that like too
not
deep
without
into the mechanism?
Yeah, so that pipe goes straight into the main chamber of the thing and links up with whatever timer is linked to the detonator to the component of the bomb that has...
Sure. So, okay, here's, like, Ryan would have more awareness of what's going on than Ryan.
Yeah.
Is there anything that, like, this Ryan is missing? Because obviously, like, he's a lot smarter than I am.
Yeah. All right, make another demolitions check.
Cool.
That
one. That is a success. Either one. Demolitions, disposal, or demolitions.
Okay, so the shortest answer is not really. You're not missing out on anything. So you've kind of identified most of the major components that you could interfere with. At this point, like the electronic system that started the thing in the first place, there are some things that you could know about that, but everything that...
It's done its job.
Yeah, it's done its thing, and now this thing's underway. So, but the timers are mechanical. Mm-hmm. So your idea from before was, well, if I could stop both timers, would that stop the bomb? The answer is yes. Mm-hmm. The problem that you're faced with is there's no way to stop both timers because you can't get access to the second one without getting into the larger chamber of the bomb. So now what you've got is you've got access to one of the timers. You have the ability to interfere with that or with the mechanism that controls the gas, which according to your studies so far would probably diminish the effect of the bomb, which would probably give your compatriots a better chance at survival and escape.
So at this point, like
with 5 minutes on the clock,
my best
the chances that you're going to totally defuse this bomb are extremely minimal. Yeah. If you had another half an hour with this thing, with the tools and the know-how that you have, there's a real chance. There's absolutely a real chance. But you're out of time.
I should have diffused this last time we were here, guys. Should have done it. Okay.
There's no guys around you. We're not here.
William's in there.
I'm talking to myself.
William's there. Shane's not there.
I'm rolling a dice. 1 to 4, I minimize damage. 5 or 6, go for it all.
They go for broke. Okay.
6. We're going for it.
Okay.
Straight.
Why?
Okay, so knowing what you know, the very first thing that you have to do with
Get into the main chamber.
Yeah, get into the main chamber of the bomb.
Dang it.
So, and you have to be able to do that as safely as possible because there's already been mention of either tannerite or
Something super explosive
yeah,
in
something's
there.
yeah. So you want to do that, creating as minimal sparks as possible, and without the aid of something like a cutting torch.
The good news.
Ideas.
The good news is, if I were to accidentally set off just the thermite or whatever in there, it would be the same effect as if I had turned off the gas. Isn't that true?
That is probably true.
So really, my risk there is the same as if I went for the other thing. Okay, I'm going to try and get in there, and I'm going to be less careful than I would be in a normal situation.
That's good. That'll buy you some time.
Yeah.
Would you say reckless?
Fairly, yeah, I'm recklessly attacking
And
this
to be
thing.
clear, the reason he doesn't just like open up a panel and get into the thing is because the way this part of the bomb is assembled is basically a 2-part giant cast iron thing that clamps down on top of itself and has like 30 screws all the way around the circumference of it. It would take like an engine hoist or like 10 guys around it
rip
to
it
like
open.
lift it off.
Do you have
Or
an
Shane.
engine hoist or 10 guys in your bag?
Or Shane.
Well, Shane's really strong.
Shane's a little
If
busy
he could get like
being dead.
a handle on it.
Shane is something. Yeah, he's something.
Something.
Yeah,
somewhere.
okay. I'm just gonna try and how like low could I get on this thing?
How low can you
Like
go?
I'm on top of it, I assume, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, you're sort of like
Beside
yeah,
it?
you're like on the top portion of
You're
it.
straddling it.
Yeah.
Some would even say. Your
So
legs
if
are-
I want to see if I can follow, like I want to try and get to the bottom of this mechanism, however I
okay,
can.
bottom, all right.
Okay, you can probably get so if we're imagining it as sort of a sphere, you can get probably like 20 degrees below the equator.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
No, that seems scary, but okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, and that's where you're cutting in
Oh, yeah, we're probably gonna blow myself up.
with your little handheld angle grinder.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Perfect. So this is a lot faster than a drill. Angle
yeah.
grinders are made to cut, so you're getting in there. We're gonna
Wait,
Just to be fair, I am flooring it.
Wait.
Pedal to the metal.
you're out of it.
Fast boy.
I told you this is Fast and Furious.
I am Vin Diesel.
No. How long would it take to drill a hole in there?
30
to
minutes.
drill one hole.
If I'd estimate.
If you were trying to like really go for it, you don't have any like oil or lube probably to like assist
I'd
in
have a
like
little
drilling
bit,
through
maybe.
steel.
I'd have a bit
He's
because
got
I got
some
my
lube.
Yeah, you might have
I got
some,
my
sure.
I got my tools.
So let's give you the benefit of the doubt. You say you've got some cutting oil in, and you've got like steel bits.
It
So
specifically says in my thing I've got tools to work with.
that's true. You do.
It does.
So probably like a minute
Okay, I don't like
to
that.
drill like a penny-sized hole.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, cool. I will continue with what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's not gonna do anything. Cool.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
You're going high or low?
We're going high.
Nope. 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are these rolls?
What a night.
So
What a night.
as you're cutting, you start to smell something that isn't like steel or angle grinder disc.
Oh, I know.
Is it a hot dog, perchance?
It is not.
It's William
It's
Guts.
the hottest dog you ever thought
Top
of.
dog?
No,
Top
it's
dog.
it's a very strong chemical smell coming from the bomb. Mm-hmm. And
That's what you want, right?
for
Ryan?
lack of a better explanation, it smells warm,
Wonderful.
like a birthday candle.
like a warm, fresh toot.
And so I'm getting the sense that I'm like drilling in to like where there's like
Oh yeah,
stuff.
100%.
To blowy up stuff.
The good stuff.
To the good stuff.
Smells like good
How deep
stuff.
have I gotten?
Good.
You're like you're through. You've cut through the
Oh, I'm like
steel,
in.
but your cut is in, but you haven't cut like an access panel for yourself yet. So you've got to cut and then like you know in
cutting.
yeah, I-
Phantom Menace when they're like lightsabering
No, he
through
hasn't
the blast
seen it.
doors.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You're
He doesn't
through,
know
and then
who
now you're doing
Sebulba
some of
is.
this.
Yeah. Right, just cut it open and then force run out of there.
and
The
then
only
never force
time-
run again.
That's right. Exactly.
So I get the sense of the mechanisms down here, though, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Do I get the sense that if I'd cut, I'm
Cut
like,
it.
for sure dead?
You don't get any more senses, Ryan.
be
Just
real
do
with
it.
you would get the sense that sparks are
you
bad.
would get the sense.
Yeah.
Would I get the sense
And
that will blow up the bomb?
what are the chances
You get the
sparks
sense
are
that
like
it'll blow the bomb.
100%? 80%?
Oh, angle grinder on steel?
100%.
100%.
So I'm like,
Non-stop,
I can't cut anymore.
Non-stop sparks. You are currently cutting and nothing is exploding currently.
And I'm super lucky, I assume.
I think so.
Would I know how water
Is it
interacts
luck if you're in
with
control of this? Yeah.
It would cool down the metal. It would, if you flooded the chamber with water, for example, you'd be able to cut without that concern for sparks because...
I don't have that much water, but okay.
You don't have that much water in your backpack? Top bot?
Pee on it.
There you go.
Get top bot.
Why is
to
that a
cut
bad
it.
idea? That seems like a good idea.
I'm sure there would be water pipes actually somewhere, but
You got time.
we
Take time.
don't have the time for that.
Oh, you
nonsense.
don't
There
have time?
are.
Oh, right. You don't have any time.
How much
Forgot.
time
Yeah,
does he get the
I've
sense
probably got
that he
like 3 minutes, my guess.
Heard about three, yeah.
He has a sense he has 2 minutes and 40
And so like I don't even think I could flood it in 3 minutes. So I
about 2
can't
minutes of thinking about
cut
it so
anymore.
at this point.
So my best bet is to
Run.
just save my pals at this point, right?
Yeah, Brandon,
Don't
right?
look at me. I cannot make that decision for you.
Does he get the sense that that's the best option? Oh, there it is. That's that good sound.
thinking
That's the
sound.
sound we
Good
want.
back.
That's the dead air we love on this podcast. Gobble
No,
it.
How
it's
long did
more
it
like,
take me to cut in?
Okay,
Like
it's
2
more
minutes?
Like zombie, actually.
I'm in
Now
it.
that I think
Like the
about it.
grudge.
Yeah, like not even a minute. Angle grinders are fast.
Creepy.
The pressurized tanks.
Sounds like horses.
Not the pressurized tanks, but the lines. I'm going to
like
cut
Monty
them
Python
really
Coconut.
fast.
The
Like the lines going into the tank, so it would like
okay, so you're like zipping through so that they're
the
leaky.
valve, so that like I'm not going to cut into like the pressurized tank. It's like the line that would go into the tank. I just want to like cut a big hole, so it would be like
Love it.
20% of the air is going to make it in instead
Yep.
of 100%.
But he doesn't
And I think
want to
I
blow
can
up
do
the
that.
bomb, Brandon.
I think I can do that really pretty fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So I want to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Zip, zip.
Roll a d20.
A little zip zip. This could be it.
7.
That's
good.
lucky. That's
You're
a
good.
lucky
You're
number.
doing good.
Okay. Yeah. So once I cut
A lot of smells in here.
I freaking believe it. So yeah, I'm going to cut the
Tons
two
of
things.
smells.
Basically, what I'm thinking is, I'll be real with you. What I'm thinking, I'm like,
It's real.
every minute that they take, basically, if I blew this thing up right now, they could have had 3 more minutes to get farther away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I do want to try and still disarm this thing. I'm going to be full balls to the wall crazy, but I want to give them every second I can to get out of here. So I'm like, if I cut that, run out of time, things will be okay.
Love
I'm
it.
going to cry.
So I'm like,
Stop.
when I feel like there's like a minute and a half left,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep cutting into that hole, even though I know it's like super dangerous.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Shall I switch d20s?
Yes.
Which one would
That
you
one's
prefer?
been doing it. For the record, it hasn't
No,
knocked you
I
down
rolled
yet.
an 8 and a 7, wasn't it?
He hasn't failed any of the
That's not
rolls
how
yet.
dice work.
I did 4.
Was that a 4?
That's the lowest yet.
Is that good though?
No,
you
that's
want to
not
roll
good.
up?
Yeah.
You wanna roll high, yeah.
Good, Brenton.
What if I tried a different one, Brandon?
No,
Let me just try
that's not
this.
good.
What about a nat 20? Anyways.
Okay.
Should have switched dice, guys.
No, should have kept the first one you ever touched. That's what I always say.
Okay, so
You actually do always do that.
so you managed to cut a hole that is like the size of your fist,
Yeah.
and
All I see is
when you peer into the hole, so you can see like there's like piles of some kind of like powdery substance in the main chamber, and it's like most of the main chamber is full of that.
Take it out.
You can also see, but can't reach, the other timer. And you can see, but not reach, it's not called a fuse, but the detonator, that's the word I'm looking for. The
What is
detonator that's attached to that timer.
what is it?
It's actually a really simple detonator. It's the same type of detonator that you'd see in like a hand grenade. So it's got like its own sort of internal mechanism. So like a grenade has like
Spring-loaded.
has like a weird little thing that when the spring pops out, then it activates a chemical timer essentially that once it burns out, ignites, like starts the chemical reaction that actually explodes the rest of the explosive component of the hand grenade. What you're looking at is, like, this is a simplified explanation, but what you're looking at in terms of the detonator itself is really, really similar to that. And if you could reach it, you'd have a really good shot at being able to disarm the thing without having to tamper with the timers.
How would I go about disarming it if I was close to it?
Well, because it's just a simple chemical timer, the way that you would perceive that this works is that once the mechanical timer reaches 0, or whatever it's got to get to, that's going to essentially pull the pin, so to speak, on that chemical timer. And once the chemical timer starts, there's no stopping it. But if it's not in contact with the explosive material, it's not going to do anything. So if you could extract it from the device, if you could separate it from the rest of the device, then you could get it out of there. You have 60 seconds.
So if I could extract it from the mechanical timer or get it out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Ryan's arm length, but it is exceptionally long.
It is
that
exceptionally
insufficient long, though?
Well, that was the failed roll. It's where he cut.
Yeah, that's how close it would be.
That sucks. Ryan.
And that 20 would have been tight.
Here's the most shenanigan-y thing I can
back to
think
the
of.
shenanigans.
Yep.
Here we are.
Shoot it with a gun!
That's exactly it. What? Could I shoot the
can see it in your
mechanical
eyes.
part
Oh my
to
gosh!
separate it?
Could it be done? Theoretically,
But there's
it would separate it from the timer,
explosives.
but would almost certainly start that chemical timer inside the thing. Like, the chances that you would be able to do one without doing the other exist, but are low.
No, Brennan. He wants to shoot the chemical out.
Well, okay,
The detonator,
yeah.
okay?
But
Out! I see.
Yeah, with the
He
get
rolled,
out
that,
of
he rolled
there.
that 4, and that was a failure. But then the
The
next
20.
roll, the next thing he was going to try was for that. That was what
That
the 20
was
was
the
for.
20 was
No.
this.
That is not how games work.
Yeah,
You can't bank up your good rolls.
No,
keep rolling
I think my question is more like, let's say here's arm with like mechanical thing. Here's detonator.
Ryan is rubbing his
Shoot, like,
arm.
middle of it.
I was hitting it.
He's hitting his
with
arm.
one finger.
With one finger. On the forearm.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The explanation that you're missing is that they're right next to each
Sure,
other.
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that was a thought.
Yeah. That was a good thought.
Maybe do the double barrel blast. For good
Maybe
measure.
we can
Just-
jump to them for 1 minute so I can read through my book and see if there's any other crazy tricks I have.
Okay,
Yeah?
John, you're driving the car, full speed ahead.
I wasn't ready to come back to me yet.
Shane
Sorry, guys.
is in the back seat unconscious. It's not clear to you what state he's in, but he's no longer trying to kill you.
That, I would say, is a good thing.
Charlie is alarmed and growling and is between Shane and Evie.
What a good boy he is.
he
He's
is-
the best boy.
Terrified and sobbing in the back seat.
Evie, come here. Come up to the top. Can you make it up here?
Okay.
Come on.
She slowly clambers up through the middle and into the front seat.
I put one arm around her. One arm driving. I'm still driving. Fast. I just do a quick hug and then I go back to driving because 2 hands on the wheel is the safest wheel.
10 and 2, man.
Yeah, 10 and
Gotta
2.
do it.
It's actually more like 3 and 9 now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
Put your... Make sure she puts her seatbelt on, for starters, as well. Just want to note that.
Okay.
Evie. It had to be done. We knew it was coming. It doesn't make it easy, but I'm proud of you for what you did. And I think, honestly, Shane was happy you did it too. Like, that you saved him from a far, far worse outcome. Far worse outcome for all of us. And I don't want to sound crazy, but we don't know exactly what we've done yet to him. He could be unconscious. We're going to check him once we get far away from here. See if there's anything we can do still. We don't know yet. And I don't want to just throw all hope out the window. You never know. For now, we need to get far away, and we need to just hope and pray for Ryan. Ryan is in a very tenuous situation right now, I'm sure, and we're gonna just do what we can on our side, get ourselves far away, and that's it. But again, I'm very proud of you for what you did. That was amazing and very difficult thing, and you are becoming a very strong, independent, just trustworthy and focused individual who is you're gonna do great things. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna make it, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna do it.
She doesn't say anything, but she nods. You can tell that she's, managing.
Yeah.
And she sits down the gun that you gave her, but on the console between your two seats, like between her and you.
Okay, I want to position the rear view mirror so it is angled directly on Shane's face.
Beauty.
Oh, no.
And I am one eye on the mirror. Well, actually, both eyes on the mirror, both eyes on the road. Both eyes on the mirror, both eyes on the road, like that.
Sounds hard, but
As I drive.
okay, good.
Do the chameleon thing.
Every 8 seconds, you're supposed to check your mirrors, actually. That's a professional driver right there telling you what's what.
John can drive tanks.
All right, Ryan.
I can drive tanks. Well,
Back
one
to you.
anyways.
1 minute on the clock.
When we left Suncor Tower,
Yeah.
did I have any drones with me other than Topbot?
I think no.
Because I do have
I
some
don't
very
remember.
small drones.
He has nanobots.
And you can say, no, we don't have them. I'm just wondering.
I mean, we've literally never referenced them once
I
since
know.
since we left there.
Are there
Actually, and this
any?
one's too
Are
big
there
anyways.
any small enough to fit in your pocket that would be usable for what
Not
you're
this
thinking?
one. No.
Okay.
This one, unfortunately, has a chainsaw on it. Not what I want it for, but it has a chainsaw. This one has a claw and is small and is a walker, and it would have been great because it could have walked, grabbed, and pulled. But unfortunately, I had to put a chainsaw on it like a freaking dummy. I got nothing.
Check in your backpack for one of those little reacher arm, little claw arm things. Like, has a little handle.
I mean-
yeah, grip helpers.
I mean,
Wait, a lasso.
I have supplies to build drones,
Yeah.
which would involve the claws that would be
Yep.
on a drone.
Sure.
You have a backpack full of claws.
It's a pickle picker. It's, why not? It's a spring and 3 pieces of metal in a tube. That's like the whole mechanism. He's talking about MacGyvering something that would
Totally.
extend his
Real
reach.
fast.
What
Yeah.
is that sound?
Is there
It's my mouth.
It's like bubbles.
anything I could think
Fish
of to do?
breathing.
Could I MacGyver
You're
something?
asking me what you could think of?
Think about what you
Where
got.
do you get the sense you can
Think
Did
about
you
what's
bring
around.
your freaking...
My mop handle? I
Yeah.
accidentally dropped it.
Shut your mouth. But
I don't know. I never would have left my mop handle there. There's no way.
Like, freak off,
You know,
Ryan.
I love
Okay,
it.
no, that's gone. Okay,
Like
how big
what
is this
William
hole?
has on him.
The hole's as big as your fist. So you can fit your
William's
fist
fine.
through it comfortably.
Frick.
You could fit it like all the way up
William's
to your
arm.
shoulder pretty well.
Go get Williams out.
And you're about 8 inches short of
8 inches?
Wait.
reaching the...
The blade of the Trondheim Viking by Paul Chen is still in the room.
What do you want me to do with that?
That's a long pointy thing. You can get it in there.
You can get
and
it in
cut
there.
it.
Do a little
I
stabby stab.
don't think cutting's not going to do it, right?
You could cut it out of there. Yeah, why not? Just gotta get it off of there. Get that little chemical thing out of there. You have to take the chemical out of it.
I mean, I'm going to
separate...
I'm going to cut the crap out of my hands if I try that.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna get
hands?
blown up in a minute.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to wrap my head
Who
around
needs
this.
hands right
So,
now?
so you don't
I have to
necessarily...
leverage it just right.
That's what you have to do. You don't have to cut anything. You just have to separate the component, the chemical timer component, from the mechanical timer. So that'd be as easy as like wedging something between them and going. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, frick.
it's you're
I've
dealing
got a
with.
katana.
You have a katana with a handle on it.
It's got a handle. You don't have to cut your hands even.
Could I try the freaking katana?
It's longer.
You
than
100% can try this.
I have carried this whole time. I never used it.
Oh my god.
If this is what saves the day, I will lose my mind. All right, what would you
pounding
like?
on the table.
Okay.
I want to just try and
So-
reach it in, leverage it, and
so-
click.
there are
Like you said.
two things at play here.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
the first
So
is the timer has we've had 1 minute on the clock for this whole thinking period.
Sure.
So okay, so
That's how fast Ryan
you
thinks.
have one hole to reach your arm in. You have no sight if you
sure.
do that.
Sure.
So you would be doing
Okay,
this
well.
at like a diminished
'cause
ability to do that.
He has to put his whole arm in there too, right?
Yeah, I got to
Oh.
So where is
into
it? So what's he gonna see? So
No, I
Just stab it
honestly, in my head, this is like rolling.
what's your
like,
physical prowess? Your PP.
I'd take shooting that thing over this.
No, wait a minute. This is
13?
better.
Okay, so what you're gonna need to
Not
do
that good.
No,
is you're gonna make
26.
2 PP checks.
PP checks, I think they're called.
Yeah, we're checking out your PP.
I told him he had to pee on it.
You're right.
The first one is to see if you can get the blade to make contact with where you need it to make contact.
Okay.
And you're doing this totally blind.
Oh yeah.
You can try that one as many times as you want, but if you roll sufficiently low, it will detonate the
You'll
timer
hit the
and
thing,
you will
crack the
die immediately.
Oh my
Sounds good.
gosh.
If you roll high enough, then you have to make the second check,
To try
which
and,
will be
Oh
to
my God.
to sufficiently separate the two components.
Yeah.
Without, again, if you roll sufficiently low on that
cracking
roll,
the thing.
kablamo.
So is he trying to run
This is my good
roll
dice.
under his physical strength right now or what?
So not physical strength, physical,
physical
prowess. So this is like this is dexterity. This is a dexterity
I
check.
should have done this.
What do I need? What am I
Under
going
your
for?
physical
What did you
prowess.
roll?
12.
It's one
12
under.
is not a success.
Wait, what am I going for? Am
He's
I
trying
going
to get
under
under
or
his
over?
physical
You're trying to get
prowess.
under. Oh, sorry, it's under. Yes.
13, yeah.
Oh,
13.
you.
Is
There's
this,
a
sorry,
13.
isn't that what
Barely
you said?
made it.
I don't want to.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a
okay,
success.
okay.
Barely
This was
made
the
it.
one time you had to roll low.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to roll low?
Yeah, you're trying to roll
frick
low.
this noise. Give me this dice.
Well,
Okay.
for that one, I don't know what the
Okay.
next roll is.
As
So I barely
I
made
think,
contact.
make a perception check now.
Holy, what in
Okay,
the
we're
world?
going back to
One
this.
away.
Going back to this dice. 10.
Okay.
It's good. So,
Perception check. You
as
have a plus
far
two,
as you can
There's
tell,
nothing on the
perception.
you've
I got nothing.
on your first
I've
try,
got it
you've been
conditional.
able to land your blade where it needs to land. You can feel
I feel like it
you
might
can
be
feel
in the
that
right
it's
place.
not just the side wall of the inner sanctum of the bomb.
And it also doesn't feel like I'm in powder.
Inner
Yeah,
cloister.
But
Yeah.
hopefully I'm in the right place.
And you've
who
made
knows?
contact with an object. It
Sure.
feels kind of like the blade's settled in an area. Like, okay,
Yeah. I will risk it, and if we die, we
You're
die.
like Inigo Montoya
I'm
in
gonna
the Princess
die.
Bride.
so good.
Guide my sword.
No, do I want high or low?
You want low, and if you roll too high, then it'll be bad.
10.
What does that mean?
You hear a
I'm gonna cry. And
The
then
katana saved it!
What did it? What happened? What?
okay.
Did it?
You
Well,
peer.
we'll find out.
yeah,
you
wait
take
the
your-
time out. Yeah,
You take your arm out and you peer into the device,
Can you imagine? It's just like
and you
drip,
can
drip.
see the same mechanical little timer, and it's still going. And you see next to it the chemical timer is just a little bit of an angle.
Push it
And
further.
that's what you know. Make a diffusion or the bomb disposal roll.
Oh my goodness.
disposal.
37. That's
Oh yeah, success.
Looks good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can see pretty clearly actually that like the little pin that connects those two things, or the little mechanism that connects those two devices, is no longer making contact with the chemical timer,
This was the whole bomb, right?
I'm gonna wait.
as far as you know.
I'm gonna wait the...
So
You don't have to wait very
I'm
long.
gonna
Here's-
pour some
you
water in
literally
there
have,
just
like,
for the fun of
20
it.
here's
like
what else.
15 seconds
Here's what
left.
else you know.
wait
This
how long?
bomb is still super dangerous,
Well, hell yeah.
but it doesn't, as far as you know, unless there's some other components at play that you don't know about.
It's gonna blow up.
There's no reason to think that it's going to blow up when that timer hits 0 in 30 seconds.
I am not gonna give them any false hope, and I'm gonna wait the 30 seconds and just...
Just gonna stay
You're gonna
right
stand next to
there.
If I walk 30 feet away, it's not gonna make a
Behind the
difference.
wall, man. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Stop. You're
What
gonna-
if it's only a
you're just
tiny
like,
explosion?
How do you
I'm
want to pass
watching
this
it.
time, Ryan?
He watches it. He said what he wanted to do. Just stare it down.
Stare down.
Just stare.
You're a bull.
I'm gonna
You
stare and just think of my friends. I just hope that they're okay.
You're not hoping this doesn't blow up either.
No, I'm hoping they're okay.
Well,
I've done everything I can,
Wow.
and like, it blows up, it blows up. I did literally everything I could.
I mean,
Let's enjoy this moment with Ryan.
It was a long 30 seconds.
Oh,
But, yeah,
12, 11, 10,
it was a good time.
9, 8, 7, 6,
And I
Right.
missed Top Dad.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Is that the noise the bomb makes when it goes off?
Nothing happens.
happens.
Nothing happens. It's dead quiet. You hear a click and a whir, and you hear the gas valve flood the chamber. The smells that were already getting pretty rich are quite strong, like maybe dangerously strong.
yeah, like you don't
But-
like sniffing that.
I'm gonna back up at that
But-
point.
You're surprisingly intact. There's exactly one piece of you. It's all in its normal composition.
It's all contained inside your epidermis.
I'm gonna message my friends and say, I mean, we're never safe, but I think we're good.
We're in range. Well done, Ryan. Well done.
Evie's in the passenger seat, and she just the well of relief just releases. She almost convulses, like tears of joy. She's just like sobbing, but like not bad.
I do too. Honestly, I do too.
Same.
I just
She says, "What are you waiting for? Turn the car around. Let's go
yeah,
get
yeah,
him."
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll turn around and still floor it. I don't want to leave Ryan there. I'll radio. Oh, I guess Alice probably heard that too. I don't know how far away she is. I guess from the radio. So maybe I'll radio.
She hasn't crackled back in. It's possible she left her radio behind or
fair
turned it
enough.
off entirely.
Okay.
Ryan, in the room that you're in, look, man, utility pipes everywhere, water above you if you want it. The fastest way to like totally neutralize this thing without having to interfere with it at all, basically just
Flood it.
flood the whole chamber.
That's my plan.
Cut the water pipes and get out of there. The gas will take care of itself now that it's released.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that.
Just don't strike up a victory cigarette while you're sitting there.
Maybe I'll
finally.
give it a couple minutes for the gas to dissipate a bit, and then I'll go cut the... I don't know if... Or would I know those gases are flammable or not?
They're very likely flammable.
Then I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna wait a bit.
Yeah. All right.
While I'm
William's still in
waiting...
the room.
What? No, there's not. Who said that?
William's still around,
Who said that?
Is William alive?
technically.
I don't know anything about taking care of human bodies. So, and I also am not strong enough to lift him out of here. I'm not going to flood it while he's down here, because I'm going to wait for it to air out.
We're coming back. I'll
You
I'll
guys are
crackle in
coming
on the
back.
radio and say, Ryan, I don't really know how to say this, but we had to do the thing that we feared with Shane, and his condition worsened. It was self-defense. It was either us or him. I'd say that we made the right call, but we have him as well with us. We're coming back. We'll be there shortly. And I'd drive away and drive myself right out of the episode. Hello friends, this is John, just popping in here. We hope you enjoyed the Urban Decay podcast. This was the finale. We don't plan on doing another season, but do not fear. We do plan on releasing a Q&A episode. Ryan, Shane, and I will be asking Brandon questions that we have, as well as hopefully answering some of yours. You can send us your questions about anything on Facebook at Urban Decay Podcast, by email to urbandecaypodcast@hotmail.com, or send us a tweet at Urban Decay RPG on Twitter. If you think this is the last time you'll be hearing from us, well, you're wrong. We have a nice chunky list of tabletop role-playing games we plan on playing and recording for your amusement. This next part is very important. We have branded ourselves as Upstairs Alchemy. Go to Twitter or Facebook and look us up there and give us a follow if you are ready for more content. We also have a Patreon page by the same name. If you've liked what we've been releasing, please consider heading over to patreon.com/upstairsalchemy and giving us a pledge. You can get episodes early along with other fun perks. You are all amazing, and we can't wait to show you what we have planned for the future. For now, though, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you over at Upstairs Alchemy.